you doing? Oh no. Run that by me again.
I haven't. I'm like 30 something hours no nicotine, and it's good.
Fuck yeah! High five.
It's good. We're good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna continue to be good.
Hell yeah! It's only gonna get better from here, man.
It's gonna be great. I'm feeling fantastic, and Will's gonna carry this one. I feel great. I've never felt better in my life. Will, you're really going to have to kind of take charge
listen.
On this one.
Listen, if you can get yourself in the zone, if you can distract yourself with the electrifying content of our wildly entertaining podcast.
Right, if I could just distract, if I could just kind of distract myself with just that's the THC. You're right.
Yeah, everybody just
that would have been a
confusion.
That's the joke only works if you know that what I just inhaled was THC and not nicotine.
Right.
This is the kind of
funny joke. Otherwise,
yeah, right.
Though.
This is gonna be the kind of stuff you can expect this episode.
Yeah.
Of just kind of weird, kind of stumbling. Sort of. I don't know where the jokes are.
Right.
Or what's happening around me. I'm just kind of tired.
Well, in my experience, it is very important to keep yourself distracted and away from, consuming yourself with thoughts about your cravings because, don't bother trying to like not think about nicotine because that's like that pink elephants principle.
It's pink elephants.
But if you can distract yourself from it, if you can focus on just, getting invested in the moment and in your life, you'll find yourself not actually feeling that much withdrawal. So if you can get yourself in the zone, into pocket with me on this podcast, then maybe it'll actually help your recovery.
Okay.
And, it'll actually put that brand new extra bonus supply of oxygen in your brain to good use.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe you're actually going to be more on fire than ever.
Yeah.
Fire. There's smoke, there's fire, there's fire, there's smoke. I'm doing a really bad job being supportive of Chris right now. Chris told me that he'd gone 16 hours without having any nicotine, and I was like, oh, wow. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. That's great, man. And I was thinking to myself, I'm going to be such good support to Chris. Yep. I'm going to help him out because I quit smoking 6 months ago. And, I'm here. I'm going to, I've been standing atop this summit and I'm going to reach down to my fellow climber and help hoist him up to the peak with me. And instead I'm just like, yeah, I know, dude, right? I want a cigarette so
exactly.
bad.
I came in here, you were high-fiving me. It's so great. And then by halfway through our drive to Taco Bell, you were like, what is the over-under on us just both chain smoking within the next 3 hours?
You know what? That's
the thing that makes you relapse is me trying not to relapse. Right. It's like, damn, I'm thinking about relapsing a lot right now.
I think because you're currently going through the withdrawals,
right.
And I'm thinking oh my God, there might be something even darker going on here. Something truly vile.
Right.
What if there's some evil in my heart that's oh, I hope you relapse. If you relapse, then I can relapse.
Right, exactly. That's the excuse that you need.
Right.
And listen, just so that you don't feel alone, if you don't think over the past 30 hours the exact same thought has not gone through my head about you, you're, of course, right. If that's what your brain does to you,
right,
when you're like this, it's literally every possible contingency. This weird little rat in my brain is just scurrying around, just being find an excuse, sniff out the excuse. It exists somewhere, somewhere. The universe is full of infinite possibilities, Chris. And one of those is going to be the reason it's a good idea for you to vape more.
Yep.
You're going to find it out.
Yep. That's
There's a Harvard educated rat in my brain just going through documents I'm going to figure it out. The good reason to vape.
Looking for some
there.
obscure the state of Kentucky versus Stephen Jones, 1921,
right?
Like some fucking obscure legal precedent from a century ago, to like back up some case that like, no, Your Honor, you see,
to prove that the best way to quit vaping is to keep vaping.
Right, exactly.
That is what this lawyer is trying to prove, and he's going to do it. He's so good.
Yep.
He's a really good lawyer.
Yep. I feel you, man. I feel you. You know, I've had a lot of experience with that rat lawyer in my brain, and he's a clever little guy.
He's a clever guy. He's a clever little boy.
And the worst thing is, he's also an incredible ventriloquist artist.
I know he really makes you feel like it's your thoughts.
Right. He speaks to you in your own voice.
It's really crazy how this fucking drug rewrites your brain chemistry and gives you thoughts that aren't yours.
It's so scary.
It's like you don't think about, like, that's the thing, is cigarettes aren't scary until they kill you or you stop doing them.
Right.
Right. Like we were talking about this before. It's like what did we say cigarettes were? What they make you feel like?
They make you feel like
it's a gas that you eat, and when you eat it, it makes you feel like you came 7 minutes ago.
Right, exactly.
That's what it is.
It's the most we
were talking about how it gets that, like, the eating trigger and the sex trigger at the same time somehow.
Right. Well, because like food and sex are the two greatest chemical motivators in the human neurology.
And cigarettes somehow make you feel like you're fulfilling both of them.
Yeah. At the same time, it's like, delicious cake. Also, I came.
Right. That's what it feels like.
It does, and
that's
like,
what the first one feels like.
Listen, to those of you non-smokers who with no history of smoking in your background, who are hearing that right now, I bet that sounds fucking awesome. Right? Orgasm cake. That's amazing. Don't get it twisted. Cigarettes do not feel like orgasm cake.
No.
They do not feel like anything other than no longer wanting a cigarette when you're done with it.
Right.
Which is such a good feeling. It's thank God
really,
I no longer
incredible.
want a cigarette.
That's the worst part about having not vaped for like probably like 30 hours by now, something like that. Is that I know is that if I do it again, it's gonna feel so good, because it only feels good if you haven't done it in a while. If you're just doing it constantly, like it hurts. Like the way that I was doing it before, which was just like fucking chain smoking the shits, like it's not, you don't get anything from it. It's just, it feels like a thing you do.
Yeah.
It's a fidget spinner that is unhealthy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
If you like wait hours and then do it, it's the best drug in the world. That's probably not true. I'm probably just saying that because of how my brain is specifically right now.
Yeah.
30 hours into nicotine withdrawal.
I think the rat is speaking right now.
The rat was
the best drug in the world.
It's the best drug in the world.
How could you turn it down, Chris? Chris, this is your conscience speaking. How could you turn down a cigarette? It's the best drug in the world.
That is what it feels like. It only for like split seconds.
Right.
But like it's just like you have these like moments of like truly like these millisecond long moments of pure assurance.
Right.
that you're like, well, of course vaping more is the only logical thing to do.
Right.
Like it would be stupid not to vape right now, Chris, right now. Don't think now. Do it before you think about it. Go.
I think
now.
I think my favorite part, the most difficult part of quitting smoking for me,
right?
Because I've always been an on and off guy. Because when I smoke, when a lot of people, when I don't smoke, I want to smoke, and when I do smoke, I don't want to smoke.
Right.
That's why I'm an on and off smoker. It's not because I have control. It's because I'm always unhappy.
Right. Yeah.
So, and the hardest part for me has never been quitting itself. Actual nicotine withdrawal, not that severe for me.
Yeah.
The physical withdrawal, nothing. I don't experience physical withdrawal.
Yeah, haven't really felt any.
Yeah, the mental withdrawal is the problem, right? But the first couple weeks, for me, in my experience, is like the main hump. In fact, even the first 3 to 5 days, I'm fine after that. The hard part is 6 months later when I remember how easy it was.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, it's so easy to quit.
Right.
Now, that I could just do that again.
Oh, I really
think I'm
gotta
gonna go have a cigarette.
I have to milk this shit. Is
right.
What you're telling me.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, no, I think I have to like really drag this whole process out. Maybe start again for like a little bit. Just for a little bit, you know? Just for like, I don't know, like a week or like 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, just to like really kind of hammer home how serious I have to be about this.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Listen,
You know
what we could do?
Right.
Is we could get together and be accountability partners for one another.
Okay.
On our journey to quit smoking.
Right.
We could do, all we got to do is get back into it first.
Right. Right. Exactly.
But then we'll have each other.
Right. Exactly. I'll get you back into smoking first.
Yeah. And that way, you and I can beat this together.
Right.
Because really, it's all about fellowship.
Yeah. It cuts to us. We're chain smoking currently as we've already started.
I think you know what? I think that's the plan. I think that's the plan. Listen, I think I'm going to take it up again. Because like you're in the early stages, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I can't put myself in that place mentally.
No, you have to. In order to be able to relate to me, you have to get back into it.
A truly supportive
for
friend,
like 6 to 8 months. You have to get back into it.
I think if I want to be truly supportive as a friend,
right,
to help, you know, be your confidant and shoulder to cry on as you fight the demon of nicotine addiction, I think I have to start smoking.
Yeah, what is that? What's that thing that you always like watch when you're trying to quit smoking?
That's Alan Carr's Easy Way.
Alan Carr's Easy Way, right? Yeah, you want to be able to watch that with me again, but it would be a waste of money to watch that if you're not already addicted to cigarettes. Right. So you gotta get addicted to cigarettes first.
Yeah,
and then so you can really have the experience of smoking cigarettes while watching Alan Carr's The Easy Way.
Well, that's the great thing about Alan Carr's Easy Way is that you can continue to smoke while you're in the program.
That was the annoying thing when I did quit. Was that I was like, God damn, I wish I like. I didn't even get to quit in a way that allows me to smoke the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that fucking sucks. I hate having to do it cold turkey.
Well, the great news is that Alan Carr's Easy Way makes it so easy to quit smoking that you don't get scared of relapsing.
Right, exactly.
And
you can quit smoking as many times as you want.
That's the lesson I learned from Alan Carr, British smoking guru of the 90s.
Right.
Is that quitting smoking is so easy that you can do it 100 times. Look at how many times I've quit smoking. Told you it was easy.
2 or 3 times a month I've quit smoking.
Right? As a matter of fact, I quit smoking last night and the day before.
Right.
There was a little while where I was quitting smoking every day.
Yeah.
You know?
This is probably the
right before bed.
I mean, that is when it's difficult. Is like first thing in the morning, especially as a vapor.
Yeah,
so you can just kind of roll over and fucking get going on that shit.
The first nicotine hit of the day.
It's the only good one.
Yeah,
it's the only one that actually feels nice.
Well, it's because it's the only one where you've been
where there's no nicotine in your system.
Right,
already.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's the only. That's like once nicotine's already in your system, it doesn't feel good to get more of it. But like once it's like.
I don't know. I just had Taco Bell, and cigarettes are always great after Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. That whole time sitting in the car with you, just like after eating, like I just got coffee, but just like,
cigarettes and coffee though.
You know what the thing is? Like I'm relating it to all this stuff. And it was like, oh yeah, no, like I have to. You gotta have a cigarette after drinking an iced coffee in the car while your friend eats a potato taco from Taco Bell. The classic, you need to vape after.
Yeah.
Like everything right now is, oh, you gotta have a vape with that.
You know, it's, like, you know, honestly, like one of the best nicotine hits of the day, honestly, is always the one you get like while podcasting.
Honestly?
Vaping and podcasting, it's like pie and ice cream, man.
Man, when you stopped doing nicotine and I stopped being comfortable vaping in front of you in here, it was such a hit. It was so hard.
Yeah.
It was pretty difficult.
Well,
I would go through most of a vape pod over the course of a podcast. It was bad.
Yeah. The problem is that it dries your mouth out and gives you the smacky noises.
Yeah.
It also makes you very prone to your voice cracking. I don't know if you experienced that.
You know, I don't know. I hadn't really noticed that, but it could be true.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to quit vaping while doing one of my records, and the whole time I was like, we got to do another take, because my voice was cracking over and over. And I hate the vocals on that record now. I can't fucking listen to it. Oof. So, yeah. It's...
That's good. That's what I need.
But you know...
like I need to hear shit like that.
But knowing about the risk of cracking was an interesting experience because it made it so that I developed, I think, better vocal control.
Oh yeah, you would have never gotten there.
I think it made me a better singer.
Right, you had to put the weight vest on in order to take it off again.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And I'm kind of thinking like, maybe I could use a little bit of boost to my chops.
Yeah, it's like it's exactly the same as like, it's the same mentality as doing an Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think so.
You're forcing your body to suffer so that it's more powerful coming out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to feel really bad if you actually... like, if I find out that you do start smoking again, I'm going to feel like absolute shit.
Oh, my God. I would feel like absolute shit, too, because then I would feel like I failed you.
Right, because I wouldn't even be able to, like... How disappointing would that be?
But the thing is, the rat lawyer in my brain right now is going, oh, yeah, but you're going to totally pick up a pack of Marlboro Reds after Chris leaves, right? 20 clean cowboy killers in your pocket, right?
It's hilarious to call them that.
That's what they're called.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But
filterless camels.
Like that's the thing. It's like I've quit and I've committed to quitting, but I know where my vape is. I haven't thrown it out.
Oh my God, you fucking idiot!
It's like I know where it is, and there's again the weird rat in my head is like, no, you keep it there as a symbol for something. No, you keep it there to remind you of some stuff that you're gonna figure out eventually.
That's really smart.
Yeah,
that's clever. That's why I keep my fridge stocked with Heinies. The cool, glistening condensation on the outside of that beautiful green sea glass bottle. That keeps me motivated to not drink it.
Because if it's there and loaded, then, like, if it's there and loaded and has most of a charge, right, is ready to go, but I don't do it, then I'm proving to myself how strong I really am.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's like back when I was still a cutter. I used to keep razor blades on my bedside table all the time.
I'm so fucking stupid. That really is like the fucking like brain math that it's just like it's just like it's like I have like the glimmer of those joke thoughts that I just gave to you just now, and then my brain knowing that that's stupid is like, okay, good, now shut it down. Don't think more. Like you got just enough of like you pushed your brain just far enough in that direction to not throw out the vape. Now done. Like don't keep thinking about it.
Don't the thoughts feel shiny?
Yeah, they do.
It feels like there's glitter on those thoughts, right? You think that thought and you hear like a shimmer.
Yeah, man.
Just like a chime is being stroked by you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like or there's like a little ping.
I have never been more convinced that consciousness is like the smallest part of the human brain.
Yeah.
Than I am now.
Yeah.
You think you're driving? You're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're just watching.
You are a passenger in your own body.
That's awful, man. It's the fucking worst, dude. Addiction's crazy. It's like weird, it really fucks up your brain.
It's honestly kind of cool and exhilarating. Huh. It's like there is like this weird part of me that's just kind of strapped to the roller coaster and just kind of marveling at the experience of it.
True psychonaut.
Yeah, kind of in a weird way. It's just like it's scary and annoying to have these like thoughts going through my head that are like clearly not really mine.
Right.
But it's also weird and fascinating. Like it's
apparently,
I don't know,
something about the addictive process rewires your brain in such a way where the activity in your prefrontal cortex where like rational decision making occurs is actually like measurably dampened.
Interesting.
Yeah. Being an addict makes you dumber in a weird sort of way.
That makes sense.
It makes you less capable of making your own decisions.
But then why does it make art so cool?
I don't think it does.
I don't know.
I don't know, Will. I've listened to your earlier records. Where were we? We were talking. It was my birthday.
We were talking about this is our first day back in the studio.
Oh yeah,
and it would have been really cool if we could have just done a down the middle apocalypse one. But that's just not what's in the cards today.
Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
We were talking about.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna relapse for sure.
No. Don't say that.
I won't do it.
I won't say
do it. You're right. I shouldn't do that. I definitely shouldn't say that. I'm not going to relapse. I'm going to go home. I'm going to throw out my vape. Why is that? Why did me saying that make me go?
It hurt. Did it hurt?
It's like you ever like say something and like you didn't mean it to be a lie, but you said that and you're like, you're lying, and like and you're like, was I? I don't know.
That's my entire inner monologue at all times. So. I get that. Yeah, don't relapse. If you relapse, I'll relapse.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, make threats, why don't you?
So, and then I might get cancer because of you. Then you might give me cancer. If you vape tonight, I'm gonna die of cancer, and it'll be your fault. And they're gonna carve Chris Dunn's fault on my fucking headstone.
I don't know. Imagine the power in that, though.
That's true.
It's I wouldn't want to do that to you, and I wouldn't do that to you. But listen, the little guy in my brain, he's looking in every document.
Right now, we are each other's voodoo dolls.
There's like a moment where it's like, I don't know. That does kind of sound like it's like, I don't know, like, you know, Will's doing a really good job right now of making it sound like it wouldn't be cool to become God.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know if he's right about that.
Right.
Would you lose your best friend? Sure, but imagine the power.
You hold his life in your hands.
Should probably vape again.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna get high as shit and go to bed early.
Hell yeah.
Like
dude.
I did last night.
That's always good.
I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then I'm allowed to do this because I'm in the toughest part of nicotine withdrawal.
Uh-huh.
I woke up at 6 a.m.
Uh-huh.
I immediately got high, went back to sleep. Woke up at around 11, got high again, and went back to sleep.
Nice.
Then I woke up and I went to Barnes & Noble to get you your birthday gift, and then I came here.
Fuck yeah.
That was my day. And I'm probably still high. I mean, I'm definitely am. I had a little bit just now.
Yeah.
And this isn't like a sustainable way to deal with it, but I feel like I'm allowed to do it like this for a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so. You don't want to, as they say, switch seats on the Titanic.
Well, that's the thing, is because I'm not having a great time with it. It's just like it's like I'm definitely and that's how I know that it's not going to stay. Is I am getting like a little bit too high, and being like, this is too much, but it's like it's enough to distract me from the nicotine. And so, like, once I'm over the nicotine, I don't imagine I will keep doing this much weed. You know? Am I okay? Is this okay?
I think you're okay.
That's good.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah. I'm worried about Chris, guys. I don't think he's handling this very well. I don't think he's okay. Oh, jeez Louise. Fucking cheese and crackers.
Well, you know. So yeah, that's how I've been.
Fuck yeah.
I've just been like, you know, semi-psychotic in the way that is normal, apparently.
Yeah.
For this point in the process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just so happened that we had to record an episode on the day where I'm most chemically insane because of this whole thing.
I think
like
that's
I am
great.
at like the arch of it right now.
All right, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay,
we're gonna put that madness to good use.
All right,
I'm gonna poke the bear that is your psychosis.
Okay,
and we're gonna answer some questions about the apocalypse. And I'm going to shake you like a magic 8-ball.
Okay, yeah.
And just see what comes out of your drug-addled mind.
Okay, but I am going to be the one looking at the questions, I'm assuming.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, for a second I thought it was coming out of my monitors and not my headphones.
No, I'm not hearing it coming out of the monitors. All right, let's find us a question.
Will Wood Topic Channel put out a track today?
Oh,
that's like clearly AI generated.
I've seen that. Yeah.
It's really something.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
For a minute, I was like, "Is this a weird bit? Did he do this?" Like there was like a
man,
weird...
I should have said it was me. I should have said.
Because like this is like there's just enough of like I could maybe see this being a weird bit,
Right.
But I don't know what was that.
I have no idea.
Speaking of weird AI shit,
I
recently deactivated my Facebook account.
Hey,
but
Brett Favre told me that he I don't know what Brett Favre's pronouns are right now, but
I think they're just whatever we feel like they are in a minute.
Brett Favre said that she couldn't find you on Facebook, and she was wondering why.
Oh yeah, no, I did not block Brett Favre. I deleted my Facebook. I didn't delete it, I deactivated it. But the thing is, a million years ago, I created a fake Facebook account called Stin-Kebug,
right?
Which was like someone was like doing a bit on their about like stink bugs that I wanted to do a really weird response to. This was like almost 10 years ago, probably.
Okay.
And that involved me creating a fake profile called Stink Bug,
right?
That they wouldn't let me do. So it had to, like, anyway,
had to be Stin-Kebug.
Yeah, because like they could tell Stink Bug was a fake name. But Stin-Kebug didn't really. That is really funny, and Will is trying not to do a spit take, but I am remembering that is literally why. Like, but yeah, and then but then it was like weird because like, oh wait, I have to like friend this person as Stin-Kebug before and it would ruin the bit to do that. It would give away the bit before I. So it just laid there. But in much the same way that I constantly feel the need to go for my fucking Juul, my fingers when I'm on the internet, they just type Facebook in. So I've been hanging out as Stin. Just kind of like, and here's the thing about Stin, he has no friends. It's literally nothing but fucking just like ads and weird AI generate. It's like there's so much ancient alien stuff I've been reading. Like it's just like all like ancient aliens and like conspiracy theories and like weird like conservative shit. Just like it's been fascinating.
That's so much fun.
And it's like not connected. Stin, he should be neutral, right? Like he should be blank. And it's just by default giving me like flat earth ancient alien. So is this just what people get by default? Like when they activate a Facebook account for the first time?
I mean, doesn't it use like other analytics from other websites?
It simply must.
I think
right?
It does, but like at the same time,
my regular Facebook wasn't like that. Like it kind of drifted in that direction every now and then, but it wasn't as like that as Stin's Facebook is.
Well, and also on top of that, like fucking, yeah, you haven't been logged into it.
Yeah, no, not really. No.
And even if you had been, you are not particularly interested in that stuff. It's not like you're Googling conspiracy theories.
I'll sometimes look them up just to like disagree with them. They make me really. Honestly, the ancient alien stuff makes me fucking insane. Yeah. But like, I don't like that stuff.
I think it probably is the default. Yeah. Because it's the most I think that stuff is the most likely to create engagement.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Either going to be like, oh my God, this is incredible, I got to share this, or they're going to go, oh my God, this is so stupid, I got to share this.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So it probably is by default.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to find a question.
Okay.
I started to look for a question and then I got distracted.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, me too.
We've only been recording for an hour. We haven't done any questions.
We should probably get into questions, huh?
Yeah,
it's about that time.
We've only been...
Ladies and gentlemen, and all the other stuff, this is a show where we...
Oh, fuck, we didn't even...
No, we didn't say any of this stuff. It's fine. I'm too busy fucking... Just
use a cigarette.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, so this show... I'm just going to give a quick pause for editing. This show is a show where the apocalypse is going to come soon, fast.
Yes,
quickly,
fast and soon
it's coming, and we're going to tell you about all the stuff that you need to know about how to do good in it while it's happening.
Yeah,
that was good. I'm glad I cut before that so that it's good.
Yeah, no, our
first question. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Will. Be quiet. Don't speak. First
I
question.
think it's time for a cigarette break.
Fuck. Okay. Hi guys, I'm about to go on an 11-hour plane flight, and that got me wondering, what will airports, airplanes, and air travel generally be like in the world to come?
They're going to allow smoking on airplanes again. As a matter of fact, it'll be required.
They're gonna have to smoke. They're gonna be powered by cigarettes.
And they're going to be so good.
They're gonna be so. It's gonna be so smooth and delicious.
You're going to...
They're gonna be. We spend no time talking about the planes. We spent the whole question talking about how smooth and delicious cigarettes are. Anyway, we're done. Yeah, they fucking power the plane or something. Who cares?
There'll be nothing like the sensation of getting on that airplane and just feeling the relaxation and that smooth, crisp, warm taste running down the back of your tongue. Just take a deep inhale into that airplane. Just breathe deep out of that airplane.
See, you have to. This is exactly it. This is the nicotine brain. It's like, what if there was some kind of aircraft that you could only fly if you were smoke. If you have to smoke into the engine to make the plane, you would have to then. Well, then you would have. If you could just make an airplane that runs off cigarettes, that would be better for. That would be probably better for the environment than gas. Actually, if you're thinking about it, it would be better for the environment. So you actually have to do this. It's your responsibility to make this airplane. You have to make this airplane.
What you're saying right now is actually genuinely relatable. Like, I have definitely had feelings, have had moments where I thought something and went like, it, you know, if I just invented something.
Yeah, exactly.
As a matter of fact, I've had moments where I've been like, well, when they inevitably invent this XYZ product, I'll have some then.
Right.
You know, like,
I mean, the thing is that they invented that product and it's a jewel, and bad news, everybody.
And that was always a Trojan horse.
Right.
The jewel was never actually to help you quit.
Yeah, but at least it felt like that's what it was, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the worst part. We didn't even try. That is the worst part about is that I can't even have O'Doul's for nicotine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love nicotine O'Doul's. I'm using weed as nicotine O'Doul's, and that's probably bad.
They make like herbal cigarettes.
I might do that.
And they make flavored vapes with no nicotine in it.
Maybe I'll do. Well, I feel like most of the stuff that's really bad for you about vapes is just the juice, though.
Yes.
Like it's all.
Well, you wouldn't do it forever.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. Alan Carr says, no replacements.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I do. Yeah.
No tobacco, no chewing gum, no chewing tobacco, no patches, no lozenges. Just cold turkey, white knuckle. It's the only way to do it.
I think that's that. Yeah,
I do believe
No, I'm feeling that. Yeah, that's because if I start again, then I'm just like, you know.
Yeah.
Why even?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the weird thing is like I don't think I'm gonna start again.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because because
that means I can start and it won't be a problem for you, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go that far. But no, it's like if I start again, then like why would I ever stop, right?
Ooh.
So it's kind of like, yeah, no, it's like, no, I don't think I can start again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that's so bad. That's awful.
It sucks. It's not good.
But it's so easy to quit, Chris.
It's a good point, actually.
You know?
I think I have to like maybe like let's see if I can go 2 weeks without doing it. And then then once I prove to myself I don't need them, then I can go back to it.
Right, exactly. You know? In
this is all I've
words,
done all this math already. These are all thoughts I've already had.
As Jim Jarmusch made Tom Waits say in Cigarettes and Coffee, you know, the great thing about quitting is now I can have one. You know, and that's true.
Yeah.
It's the truth. Then he and Iggy Pop smoke cigarettes and drink coffee for like 20 minutes. It's great. It's a great movie.
Yeah, just because, God, again, the Nicotine Brain is just like, yeah, a movie about guys smoking cigarettes sounds awesome, dude. That sounds sick.
Dude, there's There's a reason why people listen to Tom Waits. It's because they quit smoking, and it's the closest thing that they get.
It's true.
You know?
That's a good point.
Fucking... Yeah, I think we tried to answer a question about airplanes, and my mind just went to... They used to let you smoke on airplanes. Think about the long, cylindrical shape of an airplane hull. Very, very much like a cigarette or cigarillo. I would like a cigarette.
Oh no!
All right, let's try a different question. That one was doomed from the start.
That one was too self-evidently about smoking.
Right? Yes. Yes. Exactly.
To be.
I'm sure the next one will be easier. Let's just We're good. We're good. I'm good. I'm not itchy or anything.
All right. Let's see here. Let me find a good one. Let me find a really good one. All right, this is kind of an interesting one.
Okay.
There's a lot of complex social dynamics at play in this one. All right. There are these two guys I've been friends with for a few years that I've also been kind of into. Recently, they told me that they're dating each other and then immediately said that I should hang out with them more often. They've also been inviting me to things. Will I be able to go out with them in the world to come? Not really an apocalypse question, but I don't know. What do you think?
That's interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. You know,
I think this person is asking permission to
be a third.
To be a third?
You don't need our permission.
You don't need our permission. You can just do that, I think.
You know, what are friends for? Friends, they share everything.
Yeah.
You know? They share they share, you know, their favorite pastimes. They share dinners together. Sometimes they share lovers. They share lighters, you know. And, you know, so like why not share even further and share your body?
I don't know.
That's not what I'm sorry. Why not share in the love? You know?
I mean, I guess that's just decent advice, I guess.
I think that
listen, sometimes we just give you permission to do the thing that you were already going to do.
Right. You know?
Provided that you're interpreting these vibes correctly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess,
you know, anything that listen, I anybody who wants to do something, you know, you have my permission to do it. I know you're already going to do it.
Right.
You know, you're already going to go to 7-Eleven. You know, you can go to 7-Eleven, you know, if you're, I know I'm not even going to be able to stop you, you know, because I know that in your heart of hearts, you want to go to 7-Eleven, and I'll go with you. If you want to go to 7-Eleven, we can go right now.
Yeah. What are we going to do there, you think?
You know, whatever you want to do.
This episode may actually be bad for me. We're joking around. We're having a good time.
I'm having a bad time. I'm having a lot of laughs, but like,
no,
this is bad for me too.
Okay. Stay strong. Stay away from your two friends. Seclude yourself. Cut them out of your life.
They're tempting you.
You don't listen to your own brain. It's trying to kill you. It's going to give you lung cancer if you stay with these friends.
Do you have any idea the kinds of things that could happen to you if you don't stay away from these two friends? COPD, emphysema, you know, long-term damage to your extremities, gangrene in some cases.
Oh my God.
You know, it increases risk of almost every conceivable health problem. All the while,
I stopped trying to fuck my two friends because of the gastrointestinal issues I was going through.
And, you know, a lot of people don't like to say this. They don't like to talk about it because, you know, it ruins the whole Humphrey Bogart image of the whole thing. The whole fucking, you know, rebel without a cause thing. That cool shit that fucking Marlboro or whatever paid for back in the day. Okay. But I tell you, that suave coolness, super, super undercut by the fact that your two friends are the #1 cause of erectile dysfunction.
Right.
Your two friends are terrible. Your two best friends in the whole wide world.
Oh, God, they make you feel so good.
Your two friends who made you feel like you just had cake and an orgasm. are terrible for your circulation and will ruin your penile functionality.
Oh no. No cigarettes.
What? Yeah. No, of course not. I'm not talking about. We just got to make sure we're answering these people's questions honestly. You know, maybe, you know, in the world to come, there won't be hospitals.
Right.
You know, so like maybe listen, you do what you want to do. You have my permission. You know, you don't need my permission. You're going to do what you want. But you know, in the world to come, and so maybe in the world to come, you might end up being friends. I sound like fucking Joe Biden right now. I'm having so much trouble talking. Maybe in the world to come, you will end up being with your friends. You know, but there won't be any hospitals. You know, so you have to cut your own foot off.
Yeah.
When it starts really getting to you, punch a hole in your own throat. You don't want that. Your friends will punch a hole in your throat.
They're gonna fucking. Friend, you're gonna get black lung from your friends.
Yeah.
Your friends are gonna give you popcorn lung. I still don't know what it is. I've stopped doing it and I'm still not gonna find out.
The technical word for, just to give you an idea, the technical word for a popcorn lung, I don't remember the first word in it, but the second Latin word and the technical word for it is obliterans. So,
okay, so that's good, because part of the reason I didn't want to know if I had popcorn lung is like, what if I have it? I bet I don't have it.
The answer is
it sounds like the kind of thing that if I had it, I would know.
If you had it, it would be irreversible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's irreversible.
That's good. See, this is what I need to be hearing right now.
You do not recover from it,
like,
and it only gets worse.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's actually good that okay, yes.
I am so glad that my chest x-rays came out okay.
Oh, God. How recent were those?
Oh, it was months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I did have a scare, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oof.
You know, and, like, that's the thing, right? It's like having scares like that, you know, that's I just don't want to see you scared, dear listeners. You know, don't go out with your friends.
Don't go out with your friends. Stay inside.
Not even to 7-Eleven. Let's do a different question. I feel like that one was just designed for us to fail.
Yet another question that was obviously about cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't really answer that question very thoroughly. I don't know. Just to think about like you know what I mean? Like it was just like they might as well have asked like, "Hey, Will and Chris, should I smoke cigarettes?" You know?
It's basically what they said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looking back at it. Greetings and or salutations. What will cross-country road trips through the wastelands look like? Will they be totally different or oddly similar to what they are now? There's okay. So
I think I have something.
Okay. Yeah.
Road trips are going to be so boring in the future.
So boring
because it's going to be all deserts and like nothing to look at.
Yeah.
No cool roadside attractions. You know. And you might want to have something to kill time while you're driving.
Okay. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Think carefully. Think carefully, but it's a gun.
Chris
Will.
just pulled out a gun.
Just pulled out a gun. Think carefully about what you're about to say. You should do in these things. I'm on a fucking razor's edge, Will.
You're gonna be tempted.
I'm on a razor's edge. I can't handle it.
Just you're gonna be. You're gonna get
you make
hypnosis.
one more hilarious cigarette joke, I'm gonna go home and smoke that whole fucking thing of vape pods right away.
Okay. I can't breathe. Why can't I breathe? If only I had something to like clear the airways system.
Yeah, I guess it's not the cigarettes is what makes it hard to breathe.
You know, I think it's always just been anxiety.
It's always just been anxiety, and you know what's so good with anxiety?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna.
All right. No.
Enjoy the road trip. It's gonna you're still gonna be able to like you gotta enjoy it. Roll the window down. Let the breeze flow through your hair and. Oh. Unplug the cigarette lighter from your car. Unplug it. Throw it away.
You don't need it. Why?
Throw it away. You do not need it.
2024. Why do they still have those?
Throw it away.
It's fucking crazy.
Throw it away. All right? Throw that thing away. Throw it out the window. And throw out your lighters, too. Your regular pocket lighters, too.
Yeah.
Because I for the sake of the road trip.
Right.
Let's answer another question.
Let's answer another
question.
Oh, God.
And we won't let it be
This is going to be good.
triggering to us.
This is going to be not triggering. Because, like, I'm laughing. I'm having a great time.
Uh-huh.
We might have to ease back
Okay.
on the cigarette humor a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
We can touch it every now and then.
Okay.
But we got to stop talking about how good nicotine is,
Right.
I think.
Yes. Okay.
I think maybe we have to ease back on how...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because
it's
great.
I'm being a bad friend. I'm not being supportive enough. I should be encouraging you.
No, I feel like
telling you how easy it is to quit. It's so easy. You're doing a great job.
Oh,
there are moments where it's hard, but like you're really clearly killing it.
The thing is that it is mostly easy most of the time.
Yeah.
It's just like those weird moments where you forget that you've quit, and you're just like, oh, well, now of course.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, ah.
Yeah, and it just feels weird.
It just feels weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like.
And the shiny thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shiny
You're talking
thoughts
about
are
the
scary.
shiny
Yeah.
thoughts. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yesterday was my friend's birthday, and their gift wasn't arriving in time, so I had to last minute needle felt them a couple of rats. They seemed to enjoy it, but it got me thinking, where can I get last minute gifts in the world to come? What will these gifts even look like?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to run that by me.
It's about gifts. You're right. I didn't read the whole question before reading it, so I was just kind of. It was about gifts. What kind of gifts? What kind of gifts are you going to get people in the world to come?
You can't ask me about nouns right now. I can't really talk about nouns right now.
No. Just like any question that there is a noun answer to.
I feel like
you know that's the thing. In every piece of literature that I've read over the past 48 hours about quitting cigarettes, all of it revolves around abandoning the idea that they're this valuable thing that you want to have.
Yes, yeah. Because they aren't
because they aren't valuable, you don't want to have them.
They only make your life worse.
That's just the nicotine talking.
The good part of it, quote unquote, the nice part of it that people talk about, it's not real. It's an illusion.
No. Yeah.
All you ever feel from cigarettes is the relief of withdrawal from the last cigarette.
Right. So good.
Yeah, it's so nice to relieve the withdrawal from your last cigarette.
Yeah, I know. It feel like because you're so tense from the cigarette.
Right.
But then you get to relieve the tension.
Yeah.
You know? And
it's such a good feeling.
It's like you know what it is? It's like casual it's like casual sadomasochism is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like tying yourself. It's like putting on these like really thick leather cuffs and tying yourself to a wall while a beautiful woman beats the fuck out of you, knowing how good it will feel when you're fucking untied and you get to lay down. Actually, you know what? There's this fucking freak guy.
Okay.
He works. This is his job. What I'm about to tell you, this is his job. He's a mosquito researcher. And part of his job, and I didn't watch the whole video. I only watched a YouTube short about it. But his job, he puts his whole arm in this rubber tube, in this big fucking huge enclosure of mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes they bite all over his arm, and then he pulls back, and he's like talking about it, and I'm pretty sure it's his job to do this. I don't know what part of research this helps, but he does this, and he's just like, no, I think it's a beautiful feeling. Like, I just think, you know, the feeling of them all, like, I just love it. And then like it shows him, and his arm is just covered in red bumps, and he's like, yeah. Best feeling in the world.
Jeez.
Best feeling in the world. And that's what cigarettes are.
Yeah.
It's like you're sticking your arm in a box of mosquitoes and then scratching. It's like, oh, that feels so much better.
That's you're right. It is
exactly what it is.
It's intentionally giving yourself an itch to scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. only it kills you.
It eventually makes it annihilates your lungs, apparently.
Yeah.
Or obliterates. What did you say?
Obliterates.
It obliterates your lungs.
Yeah. Obliterates. It's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh attack. Just like fucking.
And again, these are the things that replaced cigarettes because they were too bad for you.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, no, don't worry. These won't give you lung cancer. They're just obliterate them. No.
Cancer?
No, cancer. That's for pussies.
Cancer it can only happen to organs that are still there.
Who has the time?
Right.
Just obliterate them.
Oh. That reminds me, I this is kind of unrelated, but not entirely. I saw this true crime documentary last night.
Okay.
Brett Favre and I watched Bad Surgeon, Love Under the Knife.
That sounds incredible.
It's about this guy who was this very famous surgeon because he developed a technology where parts of organs, namely the trachea, could be built out of a plastic sort of material and then covered in stem cells. And the stem cells would grow around it and it would become part of your body. And he became wildly famous for it. He was world renowned. Every single one of his patients died. Every single one of them died a horrible, gruesome, terrifying death where they were coughing up chunks of their own body.
Okay, but could you use this to maybe get a big dick?
You couldn't use it for fucking anything.
It kind of sounds like you could use this to get a big dick, though.
No, here's the thing.
Right, I just want to keep an open mind here if you could use it to get a big... Because you're saying... Explain the process again?
The only person who ever survived...
But explain the process real quick.
Okay, he cuts open your throat.
Okay. Yeah.
Step 1, he cuts open your throat.
Yeah, okay.
Step 2, he removes a length of your trachea.
Okay.
Step 3, he puts a piece of plastic there instead.
Right, okay.
Step 4, he covers it in stem cells.
Okay.
And then he calls you back up.
Okay.
Step 5, you die a horrible death over the next 48 hours.
Right. And they all died.
One person survived because they had the prosthesis removed. In time to save their life from this man who, for some reason, based his entire career off of replacing people's, specifically tracheas, with fake tracheas made out of plastic.
What a scam!
What a weird scam!
But like,
because here's the thing: what he could have done instead is I don't know, appendectomies.
Yeah, like something that doesn't matter as much.
Could have done some surgery.
Right? Yeah.
But instead, he made up a fake surgery. A fake one. It had never been tested on anybody.
That kills you every time.
Every time.
It kills you
horribly,
every time.
Violently.
That's kind of what I meant by what a scam is. What a terrible scam. But the confidence to go forward with such a terrible scam.
So the
kind
subtitle,
of like makes him an incredible grifter. Just like kind of.
Oh, it's
by
Trumpian
association. Yeah.
He's the Donald Trump of medicine.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to replace your trachea with a fake trachea.
Grifting is just about confidence. That's all it is.
It's what con is short for.
Well, it's actually, I don't know, there's more history behind it by that, actually.
Oh, man.
It's actually about creating confidence on the part of the mark is where it comes from. You want your mark to feel confident.
All right.
But that doesn't matter. Continue with what you were saying.
The subtitle of Bad Surgeon was Love Under the Knife.
Okay.
Because the main person they were interviewing throughout this documentary was his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
His ex-fiancée.
Right.
Who was a journalist for the New York Times.
Oh, shit.
Doing a piece on him. And he seduced her.
Oh, shit.
Because he was this incredible, incredible hero who was going around saving lives with this unprecedented, incredible piece of technology, and people were doing fucking documentaries about it. She did a documentary about him. They were doing all kinds of fucking press with him because he had been changing medicine, and somehow these people dying wasn't getting into any of the articles being written about him.
How is that possible?
I don't fucking know.
How?
Because he would go to Russia, chop out somebody's trachea, put a fucking PVC pipe in there or whatever, then fly to Croatia and do it again, then fly back to America. And then just talk about the people who he's saving. Or he'd get those people to talk on his behalf in public right before they died.
Jesus.
Yeah. He gave me a new lease on life. 24 hours later, fucking sepsis. There was one woman who survived a few months, but it was like she couldn't breathe for like 3 months and then she died. And
Jeez. Okay, yeah.
And there was like an infection in her throat, and she had like, you know, dropped down to like 60 pounds, and like horrible, gruesome, terrifying, brutal deaths. And this New York Times journalist who he seduced and attempted to, you know, marry, started telling him how he was a member of a network, a secret network of high-level doctors.
Okay.
And he was the Pope's private surgeon. And he started organizing their wedding. And Elton John was going to play. And the Pope was going to marry them. And she just believed him.
Bad journalist.
Incredibly bad journalist.
Very bad journalist.
While writing biased stories about him.
But
supposedly.
Bad journalist.
Wait. Oh, she was in on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
she
that
must have
makes
been.
me-
No,
yes,
I mean,
yeah,
like that's not what the documentary
You're
watched
just
said,
kind
but-
of coming to that conclusion now.
I mean, it's
that
not
she
what the
must have-
documentary said.
You're
but
right, actually. If he's like making, but no, she had like the thing about.
Dude, she did a whole Netflix documentary that in order to believe the events, the story of, you would have to believe that she is so.
She would have had to do the research, like.
She would have to be so beyond normal human scope of stupidity.
Yeah,
to
like
believe
she would
the
have
shit
to be like
that he told her.
incompetent on a level that is not believable.
No, he was saying that the Pope was going to marry them.
But like the thing is, like
The Pope doesn't do that.
this is what I don't get, though.
I mean, sometimes he does. But he was saying, I have to go operate on Obama now. He was texting her saying, BRB, I have to go operate on Obama.
But here's what I don't get is like, to what end any of this? Like, how do you like even from his perspective, like either there's one of two things is true. Either he's like so deranged that he actually does think he's helping these people, and he's like, I swear to God, this next one is gonna be.
Oh no, he's definitely not.
But okay, but if it's not that, what do you think no one's ever gonna look? Like no one's ever gonna find out that everyone who you do this to dies? Like,
And that you never did any actual research to test whether or not this would work on like fucking pigs or rats or anything.
right, like what is he working towards? You know, like what's his end goal here?
I think he just enjoyed it.
I guess it would have to be.
Yeah.
But then why is the girlfriend in on it? What's her? Because if it's just like,
I mean, he was
are they
making a
both
bunch of money.
sick little freaks? Like, but how much and for how long? Like that's the thing. It's like I can't imagine being. I mean, you couldn't do this if you're a rational person. But I also can't imagine being a rational person and doing this and like feeling like it's not eventually gonna end with you in jail.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because like you're doing such an obvious crime. Like
Well-
that's kind of what makes it kind of like so. It's what takes it over the edge of like being like, oh, this is horrifying to like, God damn, where you're almost like, look at him, wow, like, God damn, you beautiful son of a bitch, never stop flying. Like,
Here's the good news, is that after his 8th kill,
right?
he was finally put in jail for 2 years and 6 months.
After he killed 8 people.
8 people.
After they found out he was a serial killer and it's like jail for 2 years.
And 6 months.
And 6 months.
Yeah.
2.5 years.
And then when he got out of jail, you know, of course, he gets out of jail and he is still allowed to practice.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no, he is. He's
What?
still practicing.
okay.
Yeah, there's something stinks.
What's going on?
Something
like,
bad.
Something is like, yeah.
But like when you say like, you know, the thing about like him like maybe being just like crazy incompetent and like
Right.
weirdly deranged and believes it. No, they literally they have a video of him being told by like one of his assistants, the shipment of tracheas, they're all wrong. They came in like 4 millimeters short, and you know it's not safe. And him saying to that person, verbatim, I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
So
This guy should run for president.
he would maybe stand a chance.
I think like you need that kind of confidence in order to win these days.
Look, if he was a Democrat, I mean, he was well spoken,
I bet he is.
very coherent.
You see, there's that special kind of psychopath,
Yeah,
you know, that truly. But again, like he's not. But again, like not that smart. Ultimately,
You have
because
to,
if he was like a real psychopath, he'd just like be a fucking stock trader like the rest of them,
right?
Like like he was like a violent man. There was definitely like I feel like he probably got off the blood and gore of all of this.
Probably.
I think he probably liked that he was killing people, but he was also like weird and like that's the thing. It's like this is not just like a scammer. Because
No.
I get like this is definitely like a honest to goodness. Like this is a serial killer. Like this is a person who
guess.
like I think like I can't think of another reason to do it.
I mean, maybe
There are easier scams. There are scams that are less dangerous than this.
it could be. That,
You know
like,
what I mean?
Well, it could be that each one of these treatments, you know, he did the whole thing about how it's experimental and it's
Yeah.
brand new and it's cutting edge. That like each of these treatments, he was able to charge like insane amounts for or something.
But again, like do an experiment. Like again, like you said, like take the fucking appendix or whatever. Just like take something
Those
unnecessary.
don't pay well.
I guess
That's what I'm saying. Is like he might have been able to independently charge people like a
But then
bajillion
again,
dollars.
what
for
I'm
each
still
surgery.
like there are scams that don't end with a fucking murder charge, but then you don't get the murder charge.
No, he
Like,
didn't
this
get the
guy
murder
knows
charge.
what he's doing.
He got aggravated
Like-
assault. He got two counts of aggravated assault.
What does that even mean?
And then research
where was
fraud.
he charged? In America?
No.
Okay.
I think like Amsterdam or something.
Okay, that
I
makes
don't know.
sense.
But yeah, no. Everybody's like all like. Everybody was so worked up about Tiger King, and I was never that interested in Tiger King. This guy is so much better than Tiger King.
I was more excited about, honestly. I liked Tiger King before he was famous.
Yeah.
There's this one video of him running for.
You've shown me
I showed
this,
that
yeah.
before Tiger King. I showed that to you.
Yeah.
Of the fucking Tiger King doing his like it was like his 2020 presidential ad, and it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
it's so good.
The point that really I think that
I
I'm
am
making here
gay.
is,
I will not cut my hair. I will not change my clothes.
I love that.
I got a judgment out against me from some bitch down in Tampa. There's fucking actual lions and tigers just around him. It's
That's
so
great.
good.
Yeah.
And then he got popular and it ruined it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't as good when he got famous.
And the point is though that you know, it's good to know that that you know, like I don't know. Luckily, I will hopefully never have to have my trachea replaced.
Right.
You know.
That's the goal. That's the dream.
Yeah. You know, it would really suck if like that happened.
That would be bad for you for a
Yeah.
lot of reasons.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons, like you
Yeah.
know, because also you know, it's just like, but you know, that's why you don't smoke.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think we should linger in this energy for a little bit just to kind of compensate for the rest of the episode.
Yeah,
Like, I think we
Just
just
kinda
need to like
remember
we just
how
need
important it is
just
to not smoke.
to not do it, right?
Or this guy Paolo or whatever his name was. I think it was
Yeah.
Paolo. Won't replace your trachea with a piece of plastic.
Right. Exactly. You don't
Kill
want that
you.
to be the option.
That will be an option for you.
It might be.
if you smoke.
Well, not for me. Because I don't smoke, I vape, so my lung will just obliterate. And then I'll be gone. And I'll die happy.
Jesus Christ.
I want to see 4K slow-mo video of a lung obliterating.
It doesn't obliterate your lung. It obliterates the air sacs in them. It pops them like popcorn.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Well,
But like it's not like it's like extremely rare.
our next question. They didn't make it sound like it was extremely rare.
Well, of course not.
They really kind of milked popcorn lung for a long time.
Well, you know.
Although I've had lung pains over the last couple of years where I've like every now and then it's just like, is this it? Like, is this the one?
I found that chest pains on vapes were stronger than on cigarettes for me
I've
personally.
had a lot of like chest, and apparently like you can. What it is that a lot of chest pain is actually acid reflux, and nicotine. One of the effects they don't talk about is that it kind of activates acid reflux. It's part of why it cuts your appetite down.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and that's why I quit, is because I already have terrible acid
Yeah.
reflux, and it was just just in the past 24 hours that I haven't been like, I already feel better. Like my tummy is still weird, but like,
fuck yeah, dude, good for you.
It's definitely, this is good. This is definitely good.
No, dude, I think it's really important that you stay the course. I think that like I'm like really happy for you. I know I've been joking a lot, but I've been like, you know, like I've been thinking about this. So like, you know, like I'm like hearing you, getting your text where you said like, this is going to be a weird episode, by the way, I'm 16 hours not off nicotine. I was like very happy to hear that. You know,
it's funny.
So I'm sorry in advance that I'm going to be smoking after this episode. Really
it's funny because after I sent that text, I was like, "Fuck! I wish I hadn't sent that text. Now I actually have to do it."
Right.
I might have not quit if I hadn't sent that text. I might have given up afterwards.
That's what fellowship is all about.
That's why I sent that text.
That's why I'm saying, like, you know, I feel like if you and I were on the same page,
right? Exactly.
You know, if we both started from the same square one,
that's a good. If we just both start again, so that we can quit together, I think it would really bring us together as friends.
Yeah, and I think it would advance our recovery efforts.
Right.
It would deepen it. You know, we could be checking in with each other. You know,
if we could have doing the fucking what is Andy? What is his fucking
Alan Carr?
Alan Carr's The Easy Way. If we could just make that a boys' night,
we could go
do
to the
every couple
together.
of months.
Yeah. Do that every
just
few
fucking
months.
like in a fucking chain smoking in a fucking warehouse full of. In the fucking world's smelliest warehouse.
Yeah, man.
That sounds really good right now. Our next question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice one. What will a cozy bed look like in the world to come? Currently snuggled up, and I hope I can have this after the event.
That's cute.
You won't, though.
No. You'll have to sleep on a big pile
of every mattress has to be on fire by law.
Yeah. There's not difference between on fire and lit.
On fire and lit.
Big difference.
Right.
Don't get the two confused.
I wasn't even doing it. No, I just thought it would be funny if they were on fire.
Well, yes.
Like,
sorry.
So listen. All the wood gone in the initial blast.
Yep.
All burned up. It's only mattress fires. Only mattress fires is the only form of heat that there's gonna be. But there's nowhere else comfortable to sleep.
Right.
So you gotta learn how to sleep fast. You gotta learn how to sleep mobile. You know?
And you gotta learn how to sleep on fire.
You gotta exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You basically what you're going to want to do is you're gonna have to. There's like a kind of like a waterfall that you set up your bed next to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you jump through the waterfall, so you're soaking wet, and then you just you get into bed and you start rolling back and forth, and you can sleep for maybe if you're lucky 2 minutes.
Right.
You know, and then you got to get out of there.
Right.
And it's time to start the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how you'll do it. How that all works.
So you won't be able to snuggle up.
No,
there won't be any snuggling.
Ups. But you'll be cozy.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be so nice and cozy.
You might think, well, Chris, why can't I just sleep on the ground somewhere and tempt the beetles?
There's so many beetles. What do you think we're just setting these things on fire just for the fun of it?
No,
this is just to keep the beetles away.
Yeah,
you know.
I can't. Maybe we haven't talked enough about the beetles, but
no,
they're mean. And they have.
I think that's it. I think it's all we have to say. I think we can just say they're mean.
They're mean beetles.
I think that's good. I think there's mean beetles, and you're like, how? And you'll find out.
Oh yeah,
you'll figure it out how they're mean.
Just light your mattress on fire.
Just light your mattress on fire, and then you'll be nice and cold, and then there won't be any bugs or germs. You know?
Yeah.
It's like cooking your food, but for your body. There's no doctor, so you have to cook yourself. You know? Yeah. You know? Kill all the germs.
Health is important.
Oh, your fucking mattress is on fire. There, we did it.
I think we
did one.
I guess, yeah.
We did one, and we didn't mention cigarettes one time.
I feel like I alluded in a way that at least personally felt like an illusion, but I think that might have just been a shiny thought.
It was just a little bit, but I slapped it away.
Okay.
I was like, no. Are we at 2 hours?
Yeah,
are we there?
We're at 99 minutes.
We're at 99 minutes? That's not bad. Okay. Let's see here. Let's start out. Let's end this on some fucking drama. Why don't you
Okay.
say?
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck yeah,
I'm
bring
also
it
having
on.
like weird deja vu, and I'm like, have we done this one before? So if we have, let me know.
Okay.
Hi, lovely boys. Turns out my boyfriend has been cheating on me for like 3/4 of the time we've been with him.
Oof.
And it got me thinking, how, if at all, wait, hold on. How, if it will at all, situations such as this change in the world to come? So I guess, like, how are you going to deal with being cheated on?
Kill him. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
to
you know,
look-
I think
mean,
it boils down to that.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like kind of an anticlimactic end, but like,
yeah.
you know.
Feels like it might be a little bit obvious.
This
but
is
like,
the one thing I will say.
Mhm.
Don't stoop to his level.
Right.
So, like, and I'm not saying that, like, and which is not to say that you shouldn't cheat on him. I'm
you
saying
should.
that well, you should. A, you should. But two, you gotta don't poison his food.
No.
You know, don't hire someone else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking sit him down. You tell him, hey, I set up a series of cameras. I have the evidence. Present him the evidence.
Mhm.
Lay it out across the table.
Yeah.
And then you put a sword down. You put 2 swords down on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And you look him in the eye and you say, you know what we have to do next?
Combat.
Combat, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And then you get greased up. As you always do. You get greased up and nude. And it's going to make it hard to hold the swords because how greased up you are. They're going to be slipping and sliding right out of your hands. But it's always been done like this, and it always will be done like this.
I'm picturing a huge like marquee behind you right now that just says Chris Dunn, and it's flashing with like, you know, with lights and everything. Because that was, you just said Chris Dunn. Like, that was the most quintessential Chris Dunn answer to a question that's ever been given.
I haven't done you have to get greased up and fight bit in a while, and it's time to bring it back.
Yeah, but it's like, that's like tradition. That's
It
like
is
a
tradition.
classic.
It is.
Get greased up and fight, and also swordplay being
I'm
involved.
going to be there
is
presiding over it.
nice.
I'm going to come also nude and greased up, even though I'm not fighting.
Mhm.
It's just it's just polite to do. I'm going to be sitting cross-legged on some kind of pillar,
Yeah.
just kind of watching
Nice.
all of this go
I'll be
down.
there too, but I'm keeping my clothes on.
No. Yeah, Will's watching the door.
Yeah.
Will's outside with a gun, making sure nobody interrupts.
And making sure nobody tries to escape.
Right, exactly.
You know?
You know?
Tis the coward's way
'Tis the coward's way.
to back off from a fight with an unfaithful lover.
Mm-hmm.
Or with a scorned one.
So yeah, so I guess yeah, fucking yeah, defeat him in greased up sword combat.
Mm-hmm. And then once
And,
you've beaten him, enjoy a nice cigar.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Switch to cigars?
Maybe if we just got into cigars, if instead of
cigar people.
because like I've been saying, if I just did it once a day,
Right.
This is part of the bargaining I've been doing in my brain. If I just did it once a day, that once a day would be so good. That's what cigar people already do.
Right.
They already do that. I could become like a pipe guy. Maybe I could be a pipe guy.
I think pipe guys smoke all day.
I think they probably do.
Yeah, but cigar
no, I think
guys.
I have to be like, yeah, cigar guys. They smoke like sometimes like maybe just like one cigar a week,
Some
like
guys.
Sunday evening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sitting on the porch watching the sunset.
I think those guys don't have trauma.
They probably don't. Yeah. Those guys are. Yeah.
I think that's the problem. Is I'm an addict.
You're right. Yeah. It's because like
Otherwise, I would do that.
Slam cut to me fucking chain smoking cigars.
Right. That's the
just like a fucking like Al Capone. Just like 2 cigars in each hand.
Yeah.
Just fucking. Well, thanks everybody for listening to Life in the World to Come.
If you liked this episode,
This one was fun, I think.
if you liked it, leave us a rating on your favorite podcast thing, Spotify, which is your favorite podcast, and leave us a 5-star rating.
Mom,
Don't leave us less.
Mom, if you listen to this one, you can't get mad because I stopped.
Mom, if you listen to this one, don't get mad at Chris. She's been concerned for your
Yeah, that's
well-being.
good.
She hasn't been. She hasn't.
That would be so funny. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. You can also get Revelator there. There's a new chapter of Revelator that came out recently.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Also, yeah, am I gonna say this now? Yeah, I'm gonna say this now.
Okay.
If you haven't listened to the episodes of Revelator that are on this feed, they're probably not going to be on this feed for much longer. I'm going to delete them from this feed because they're going to be getting their own feed pretty soon.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Season 1 of Revelator is coming to the public eventually. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
For the 3 of you that sat through this whole episode, look forward to that. What else? Our intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers. If you want to send us an email, you can do so at lifeintheworldtocome at gmail.com. Is there anything else?
For updates on what I've been up to.
I was about to ask if you wanted to plug anything.
Go to yoinkoftheyukon.com. And, not that I have any updates. Yeah.
And if you'd like to buy our merch, I forgot that. You can buy our merch at lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com. That's everything. We did all the stuff.
We're done with the podcast. Clocking in at just under 2 hours. Got a lot of content here. It should be good.
This is a good one.
Yeah, I
feel good about it.
You whittle this down to an hour, you're gonna have a real dense.
This is gonna be a nice dense sode.
Nice thick sode. Yeah.
Anyway, our intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers.
Yeah. This has been Life in the World to Come. I'm Will Wood.
I'm everything that you've ever dreamed of.
And I'm Will Wood. Reminding you to live, laugh, come.